Sony is dishing out flagships like there's no tomorrow, and this year at MWC the Japanese company announced its latest top-of-the-line devices, the Xperia XZ Premium and Xperia XZS. While the bigger and more powerful XZ Premium marks a solid push by Sony in the race against its competition, the XZS is a humble upgrade to last year's flagship, the Xperia XZ. Hi folks, I'm Damian with Phone Arena, and today we're reviewing the Sony Xperia XZS. In terms of design, the new device is not a giant leap from its predecessor. In fact, it features the exact same body save for the more prominent camera bump. However, this is not an inherently bad thing, since the Xperia phones are known for boasting beautiful sleek looks, despite being a bit bulkier than most other handhelds of their class. We would have appreciated a slight improvement, however, especially on the right side of the device, since the volume rockers are still low on the frame, making for a pretty awkward use with one hand. What's more, the US version of the Xperia XZS still lacks a fingerprint scanner, and that's a major drawback for a lot of consumers. The 5.2-inch LCD display is nothing to write home about, but is still pretty solid. It comes with slightly inaccurate but pleasing colors and great performance in extreme sunlight. Its resolution of 1080 by 1920 pixels makes for a pixel density that's more than enough for a crisp image in just about any case. When it comes to the interface of the device, it feels satisfyingly familiar despite being based on Android 7 Nougat. If you have used an Xperia before, you will find everything where you expect it to be. Unfortunately, this also includes the SwiftKey keyboard, which is extremely frustrating to use due to its strange layout and clutter of unnecessary functions. The internals of the XZS are almost the same as those of its predecessor, the XZ. The device comes with a Snapdragon 820 system on a chip and 4GB of memory. There is also 32GB of storage on the phone, which is expandable via microSD. The 2900 mAh battery provides more than enough juice to last you through a day of regular usage. Overall, the XZS could have benefited from some new hardware, but what we get is not bad either. In terms of connectivity, the Xperia XZS comes with all standard goodies such as GPS, Bluetooth 4.2, NFC and the latest Wi-Fi standards. Do make sure to check LTE compatibility with your carrier before you buy the phone though, as US and international models will have some differences in supported bands. Speaking of buying the XZS, let's take a look at its main selling point, the main camera. The 19-megapixel shooter is based on a brand new tech by Sony, which allows it to film videos in 960 FPS, but only for a fraction of the second. This makes for some pretty cool shots if timed right, which is somewhat harder than it sounds. When it comes to taking photos though, the camera is pretty average. It does its job quite well in medium and good lighting conditions, but low light shots leave a lot to be desired. In terms of multimedia, the Xperia XZS will probably serve you well. The dual front-firing speakers deliver pleasing sound in terms of quality while being pretty loud too. Additionally, for the owners of PlayStation gaming consoles, the phone does support PS4 Remote Play, as would be expected from a Sony handset. Overall, the Sony Xperia XZS is a pretty solid all-around device, and its slow motion capabilities are quite fun to play around with. However, it doesn't bring anything else to the table, so only time can tell whether or not it will be able to catch up with the competition. I'm Damian with Phone Arena, and thanks.